Patriots taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First play, and it's second down now. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Connected over the middle of downs. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Has his man. It's Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Mayfield down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way to the end zone now for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Up the middle, it's Genty. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go, set. Liking 18.
Richardson looking to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Tony. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. J.K. Dobbins, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Well, you gave them the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Off play action. Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
And the Jaguars first down.
Liking 18.
First and 10 at the 27-yard
A give out of the gun to Genty. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he will get this into the end end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chigakonkwo, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's out quickly to Bateman. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Now Richardson back to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Ready, break.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Come on.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even invest in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Khalil Shakir from 19 yards away. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game until about the 23.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll go again with Genty. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Tony on the return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Braxton Berrios, 58 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
speed, Speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
On his loop for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And they're on 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for our Patriots. First down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Mayfield on play action. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw, Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that 1st half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones in the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Shakir hauls it in. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 79, bro.
Richardson working from the gun. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ashton Genty, 73 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. Loose inside the 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys?
Chris Olave, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jags strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
touchdown wants to kick it off.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Richardson. They'll get this out to Genty.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Ashton Genty
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mayfield off the play fake.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Mason Taylor.
60 yards.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game.
Jackson picks it.
And the Patriots are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Mayfield. 3/4 in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
2nd and a couple. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Mayfield down.
Taylor here to bring it in on the crossing route.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Here's Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Chase Brown
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Patriots have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jaguars 28. Tyler set to kick.
after the touchdown. Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Mustang 19. 18, go.
Richardson looking to throw. They'll find Genty out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Jaguars, first down.
70, 70.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
60 Vikings, 6 big.
Right back to Genty on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 74 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Okay,
Now
ready?
2nd and 4.
Cougar 19. Ready?
A run straight ahead with Genty. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chigga Cockrell, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That complete to Downs. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Lutz with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jaguars 42, Patriots 35.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Baker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here comes second down. Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
And it's third down.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And it's fourth down.
One last shot for Mayfield here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Tap to 60. Tap to 60.
Throwing now is Richardson. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York